Atlantic Canyon and Victory, it's a smoke shop. 5 to 8 shots fired, 2 victims down in a BMW.
Alright, so we're just getting out.
North Hollywood units, ambulance
and we've got
occurred. Lower Canyon and Victory at this smoke shop. 5 to 8 shots fired, 2 victims down in a BMW. Additional vehicles, a black G-Wagon. TC'd into the front of BMW. It's code 3-5140.
Okay, so watch out. We need to watch out for a black G-Wagon that crashed into the suspect or the victim vehicle. We're getting multiple calls.
12909. Correction, 12908 Victory Boulevard. 12908 Victory Boulevard. Woman screaming there is a man with a gun that shot. Code 3-5137 RD 909.
Okay, now they're saying. Okay, hang on.
Area team's over. Units to respond to the smoke shop. Laurel Canyon Victory identified.
No, it's.
I'll tell the frequency. There's multiple victims down here. It's gonna be Cold Water and Victory.
Cold Water and Victory. It's behind us.
At the big flower shop.
Alrighty. At the flower shop?
Cold Water and Victory at the what shop?
I think he said flower shop.
Brick and flower.
Brick and flower? All right, 45 copies. I got multiple calls for stand by. 499, if I can get you out here, that'd be great. Corrected location is Victory and Coldwater. I've got multiple victims down at the Arco and 45 is code 6.
3 victims down.
3 victims. 3 victims down.
3 RA for 3 males.
Where's
2
it?
males and non-conscious, not breathing, suffer from multiple gunshot wounds. And 1 other male, conscious, breathing, suffering from the back.
Where?
Cold Water. So Van Nuys.
Where are they?
Traffic shut down. Westbound traffic shut down at Victory.
Turn.
And
You know what? We're just gonna go here.
At Tesla.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go here.
Explorer 46. Explorer Riser. 60 now 40 Riser.
Is there a lot right here? What do we got? Move your camera down, please.
Commander Laurel Canyon.
That's a lot?
Yeah.
So this 904 is requesting a backup for new supervisor, Southwest Corner, Cold Canyon.
All right, we're gonna go here. They said we have possibly, it sounds like 3 victims down from a shooting, and we're just gonna be here.
Cold Water Canyon and Victory. Cold Water Canyon and Victory. Big Ten Middle Eastern, Blue Shirt, Blue Jeans.
Which way are you going, across or? Got it, thank you. Evening. All right, there's the BMW. All right, so there's a black G-Wagon. Looks like it crashed into the front of that BMW, and the BMW's got multiple bullet holes in the front windshield. I'll see if we can get around to the other side, but I doubt we'll be able to see it. This is gonna be our best angle for right now. sucks. We have to definitely blur that. The guy, they just pulled the guy out of the BMW. There's another guy down on the at the corner here at the smoke shop also.
Southbound traffic in Hamlin, and then northbound traffic.
They're doing CPR on the guy with the BMW. All right, we're gonna cross. Yep. We're going.
Hey, sir.
He's calling me over there. We're going to him. Sorry, I didn't see the guy to your right. Thank you. I'm only seeing 2 victims. Did you see a third? All right, they're doing CPR on the one victim, but I don't see any movement on the other one. Screaming. What it looks like right now is we've got 2 victims shot. One victim was lying on the right side of the smoke shop, or sorry, our side of the smoke shop. The other victim is going to be down next to that BMW. They said our suspect vehicle is that black G-Wagon. So we've got the black G-Wagon that went head-on with the BMW, and I see bullet holes in the front windshield. So that's what we know right now. They said possibly 3 victims, but I see 2. So let's do a lap and see if we can get a better angle from where we're at right now. I keep hearing someone screaming too. Are you editing or am I editing?
You want to go part 1? I got part 2 or what? I don't see.
Let's do that. On the other side.
Okay.
Let's do that. I'll do part 1. You do part 2. Give me 2 more minutes. Yeah, they're down still. They haven't transported yet. All right, come on. They're not going.
Hey, what happened?
Shooting. Yes, sir.
I'm going to be setting up the tape.
How far back do you want to go?
Just go up to the 35.
Oh, the 35? Okay, sounds good. Can you see from, I just wanted to get a shot of that G-Wagon, then I'm out of here to feed, so. If I can see it from where, if you guys put tape on the other side of the Starbucks,
Yeah, we put it over there.
Okay.
How far do you want this one?
I was just gonna try to make it right across.
You want me to go around, or I just need to get literally right down? Okay.
Go in and do your thing.
Thank you, guys.
You want to make it?
Here we go. There we go. That's what we want right there. All right, so we've got CPR in progress, at least on one. I'm not seeing, from this angle, I can't see our victim that was on the street, but. All right. Keith's gonna get transport, so let's get in what we got. All right. Let's get in, oh, hang on. We got one more victim right there. That guy looks pretty gone here. All right, I'm not sure if they're gonna transport any of these people, but Keith's gonna stay and get some follow-up footage. Let's get across here. Alrighty. So let's get in what we have so far, and then we'll come back out and start looking around, asking some questions, seeing if there's any witnesses, anything like that. But as of right now, it's going to be 2 victims. Looks like they're deceased, and they were possibly ambushed by whoever was in that black G-Wagon. So really sad. But let's do our job, get this in. Alrighty, so this is technically not our area, so we're leaving right now, but we have not a ton of information. Again, this just happened as we were coming out. It looks like there was a group of parties, or a group of individuals in the G-Wagon, in the dark colored G-Wagon. They went head on with the silver BMW that we saw, where it had the bullet holes in the front windshield, and I think the side windshield also, or sorry, side windshield, the side window. So there were two victims that we saw, one on the side of the smoke shop on the sidewalk, and then the other one that was still in the driver's seat of that silver BMW. LAPD did take that victim out and put him on the ground for fire. I'm smelling gasoline, by the way. Why am I smelling gasoline?
I think it's that car.
Oh man, running very rich. All right, so, whew, yeah, really?
How often does this happen in the valley, do you think?
Not very often to have like a targeted, I'm gonna turn this off if that's okay. To have a targeted shooting like that, it's not super common. That's very, very rare. The victims appear to be 2 male Armenians, probably in their late 20s, early 30s, if I had to guess. And yeah, multiple rounds. And then the suspect vehicle was that G-Wagon that report stated had crashed into our victim's vehicle. So not sure exactly what the circumstances are. Again, what we're dealing with here is very, very, very fast, very current, and very preliminary information. So most times we don't have the full story. Keith is still there. He's going to be there probably for the rest of the night, if I had to guess, interviewing witnesses, talking with the representatives from LAPD and LA City Fire. He's going to get more information. We always link, or at least we try to always link information to the final story with, the facts that are known within the next 12 hours into the description on each of our videos here. I know that we're not looking at the raw stuff, obviously, but once we get the facts and everything is, all the dust is settled, as they say, then we have that information up at keynews.tv. That's our, there you can see publications, stuff like that. So for us, our job is done at that scene. Let's take a look at some of Keith's footage, because he had some stuff after we had left. So Alex, if you could, let's roll Keith's footage of that incident, and then we'll head off onto the next one.
Good morning. I'm Captain Brian O'Connor from Van Nuys Patrol Division. We're here at Victory Boulevard at Coldwater Canyon Avenue. During approximately 10 o'clock last night, a dispute erupted between three male individuals at the smoke shop located at the southeast corner at that location. During the dispute, at least two of the males produced firearms and gunshots were exchanged. One male is deceased at the location across the street. Second male was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased, and a third male is also transported to a local hospital, currently is in surgery. We don't have any additional details to produce at this time, but we do not believe that any suspects are outstanding or that there is a continuing public threat at this time. Thank you.
We're heading to a structure fire. They've got heavy smoke showing. Previous burn. It sounds like I think they said offensive. I didn't, they did, okay. So we'll see if they stay offensive. LAFD again has modes. They have defensive and offensive operations, and
the one-story commercial, 25 by 50. Previous burn, heavy smoke showing.
25 by 50.
We're doing a quick search, then we're going to go to defensive mode.
Okay, so he just said they're going to do a quick search, then go to defensive mode. If LAFD's offensive mode, they call it, is when they're super aggressive, going on the roof, cutting doors, making access, getting inside the building.
Fire is going to be up on the road here. We haven't made entry yet, but give you a quick size up inside once we get in there.
All right. So, offensive operation again, going inside, super aggressive, like we see on most of the fires that we go to. Defensive is when we see the ladder pipes up, guys with the 2.5, the heavy streams, wagon batteries, tools like that on the outside, hitting the fire from just that, from outside of the structure. So it sounds like they're going to do, like they said, like the captain said, they're going to do a quick search, make sure there's nobody in there, and then they're going to transition to defensive operations. So because it's a previous burn, they're going to just fight it from the outside and mitigate the exposures and make sure that there's no other damage around the structure. I can see the smoke. I think that's our building. Yeah, that's it there. Okay. So not super heavy, but it looks like they're setting up for a defensive fight. So they're on the ground. They're seeing a much better perspective than us on the freeway about a half mile away. 25 by 100. Fire showing. It should be right there, Ted. You got it? Yeah. All right. Broadway IC. Oh yeah, we got fire through the roof already. You can see it just over the sound wall. And Keith has an ambulance shooting on Roscoe, so he's going to be. And 499, I think I just heard an ambulance shooting for you on Roscoe.
Robert 980.
Roger, roof.
And again, this being a previous burn. Yeah, they said on Roscoe. I heard ambulance shooting, Roscoe. Alrighty, let's, I think we can go.
I'm going to street racers on Balboa. I didn't hear anything about ambulance shooting.
Yeah, I heard it on Hot Shots. Did you see it like an explosion just now?
We want to limit the unit involved. We want to protect the Delta and the Bravo exposures. Keep the fire confined to the unit involved.
All right. They're going to hook up. Oh, no, they're not.
The Bravo exposure is not threatened. 25, can I get a supervisor my location?
Engine 64, I copy Bravo.
LAPD got out of there. Did you see that? He said nope. Alrighty. Let's put ourselves.
4942, descent class 3.
We also don't want to get. Stuck.
We're now 4420 Long Avenue. PD over near the suspect Joey.
Alrighty. Alright, and again, it is a previous burn, so we're not super duper concerned. Way back there. I don't know if we're gonna have good line of sight on it. A lot of smoke. Looks like they might be getting a handle on it from the roof here. Oh, look out. Free shower. All right. So it looks like they're getting a handle on it already. We had flames coming over the freeway, over the sound wall, but you can tell by the color change of the smoke. It looks like the guys put a ladder up on the roof of this apartment complex, and then they hit it from the top. So it might have just been fire on the roof, which is pretty common. We see that a lot for arson fires. Oh, speaking of arson fires, check it out. We were here for this, weren't we? Were you with me or was Alex with me? Alex, we were here when this burned. This is across the street. Holy cow.
Yeah, they just burned that one.
Yeah, how long ago was this? This was,
That was a homeless shelter too.
Really? I want to say that was like a couple months ago, right?
That was the homeless shelter over there.
That's what we need, less homeless shelters, right?
We need more.
It's crazy.
Some of them, they do what they want. I guess they couldn't afford the land no more, so they had to move. And they started,
Oh, they vacated the whole building.
They couldn't pay for it no more.
And the city wouldn't help them.
So they moved in here and they did what they did.
So this burned, that's on fire.
Over here it started burning down.
It's really sad. Really, really sad. All right, man. Well, have a good night, okay?
Have a blessed one. Happy Friday.
You too. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, I saw that dog. I did. So Alex, real quick, if you remember this one, we got I think a couple shots on this. We didn't spend too much time here, but the neighbor here was telling me that this used to be a homeless shelter, and they couldn't afford the rent, moved out, and then somebody torched it. So we're gonna get out of here. They got a good handle on this one, but to see two fires like that, pretty much on the same block, both arson, I'm assuming. Really, really unfortunate. It's kind of a sign of the times right now. We're seeing so many of these. Arson fires and a lot of abandoned businesses since the whole COVID situation. So we're seeing a lot more abandoned buildings, and then people are lighting them on fire. We get these types of stories pretty much 2-3 times a night. So alrighty, you ready?
Hollywood units, Holman 3901 Lincoln Ship, 3901 Lincoln Ship, suspected female suspect 30 years.
Alrighty. We got our flashlight because there are no other lights here, just in case. But yeah, we're just gonna take a look at this. It doesn't sound like we have major injuries or anything like that, but the fact that this is causing a fairly extensive power outage. We'll also have to go down to that the original reported location, and we'll figure out how far that is. Oh, did I leave the camera on? I left the camera on? What? No. We'll go down and see how far this power outage goes. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's see how bad this is. Oh, wow. Looks like the power pole is just hanging in the air. Sports car in the middle of the street over here, and the power pole is just hanging. PD's there talking with FD, and looks like two gentlemen on the sidewalk, so I'm assuming that's our driver. So you can see that that power pole is just hanging in space right there. The bottom half has been sheared off, which it's kind of a hit and miss when that happens. Sometimes you get the car gets wrapped around the pole, and sometimes it gets sheared out. My assumption on that usually is that it's an older pole, a thinner, older pole, and when it's a newer pole, they seem to do fairly well. So he's looking at the guideline that we're standing near. So let's go on the opposite side. I don't want to be under a guideline that they're pointing at, saying might be an issue. That's not where I want to be. Story here, high speed, presumably high speed. To shear a telephone pole, you gotta be going pretty fast. So presumably high speed vehicle impacts our telephone pole, takes out the midsection. Pole then, the lines drop. They're still on the insulators though, but it did clearly take out the power for the area. I don't know how large our power outage is, but my assumption is looking up Vince Scully here and from where we came from on Sunset and then looking down the other direction, it's a pretty large area. How many people are actually without power? I don't see any lights on the houses on the hill over here. I see a couple back that direction, but that might be people who have alternative sources of power, including this building, which appears to be on a generator for their emergency exit lights or battery backup. So again, the story is the power outage itself that was caused by the crash, not so much the crash. So we'll get a couple more shots of the night that has enveloped the city. Funny story, actually, that just reminded me. During the Northridge earthquake, I think pretty much all of LA was without power for the most part. And I've heard from some fire department guys, some of the PD guys who were working at that time, that 911 calls were coming in because the people in LA were looking up and seeing the stars for the first time, and they thought something was wrong in the sky, and they were calling 911 and reporting that there was something in the sky, and the dispatchers are like, oh, those are the stars, you've just never seen them before, which is insane if you think about how much light pollution LA puts out. So yeah, right here, clearly we don't have enough lights out to actually see the stars. We're still surrounded by light pollution. However, it just made me think of that. It's a crazy story. You should look it up. It's I'm sure there's stuff online about it, right? All the 911 calls. But yeah, we'll get a couple more shots of the guys doing their thing, and we'll get ourselves out of here. LAPD's putting flares down. That's a good. That is a good thing to do, and we'll be on to the next one. Oh yeah, he's committed. Yeah, and he's doing 90 through the avenues, so he very well could wreck out up there if he's not familiar with it. All right, so we've got a pursuit heading toward us right now. It's going to be CHP. Sounds like they're coming out of the Anaheim area with a high-speed vehicle. He was doing about 130 miles an hour, northbound 5. Again, coming out of Anaheim. It looks like he's committed to the northbound 101 through the avenues. We are going to head for the top of the 210. They're getting Pasadena PD up right now, and he is. They switched over to the blue, which is a wider frequency that CHP can move to when they're going through multiple jurisdictions, and it allows CHP officers from different divisions, because he's already gone through, I think, two or three CHP divisions so far. He's just coming into Altadena, I believe. It allows them to all communicate and coordinate on the same channel, which is pretty cool. I believe it's statewide, or maybe there's like a coastal one and a southern one, but really great communication system for them. And this guy is, if he's where I think he is, that very well could be the airship over this at higher altitude. I assume we're going to have a lower altitude airship that's going to be a little bit to the right, and he again is in the avenues doing about 90 miles an hour just south of us, and right now we're on an intercept course, so he's coming north and we're heading east, and he's coming up. The only problem is, if you're familiar with the history of Los Angeles freeways, the 110 actually terminates in South Pasadena and does not connect to the 210 to interchange. So we're heading over the 210. Oh no, there's our airship. He's further south. You'll see him once we get to the crest. I'll tell you when we have a good visual. But if you're familiar with the area, he's through Marmion Way northbound, so he is committed, but he's going to end up on city streets south of the 210, and that's going to be an opportunity for us to try and get a passing shot, or for him to get in trouble and lose control and crash. So Pasadena is being notified that CHP is coming his way, coming their way, I should say. But yeah, 105 miles an hour through the avenues, which is that's about as fast as you can go through there. We've been through there a bunch of times on this series, and you guys have seen how sharp those turns are. That's really not an area you want to be doing over 100 miles an hour, and it's very the turns come up on you very, very, very quickly, and they're not cantered. It's, I think, concrete in some of the, I think one of the lanes, the number one lane is concrete, and the 2 and 3 are asphalt. So you've got traction on the asphalt, you step out into the concrete, and that's it. You can lose it. So he's still going though. So let me put out a location where we're at. But yeah, he's gonna be right. Oh geez. Oh, jumping off of Fair Oaks. Yep, he's getting off. So he's just south of us here. But yeah, and he's probably gonna go northbound. Yeah, he's coming to us. Oh. It sounds like he's southbound 110, guys, from Fair Oaks. Looks like he's jumping back on southbound. 455 is going to be going through the 210, 110 trans, trying to play catch up here. 2 south. Where is this coming?
Southbound.
I am now secondary. The secondary unit dropped out.
Great, now he's going 2 southbound. Hey, 481, go northbound 101 if you can from where you're at. Southbound 110 to the northbound 101, and he's going for Alvarado in the 101. That's where he's going for. They said his home base is in that area. So it looks like he got turned around a little bit running because he's going so fast, but they said, so this is what he was doing. He was doing 105, 110 in this area, which not a good idea. So definitely not a good idea. Eastbound in Glendale. Yep. Yeah, they're just following with air, and there's that power outage just south of him if he stays over towards Sunset, and all those lights are out. So, not sure how that's going to play out. All right, I'm gonna head that direction. I copy the units are backing out. Southbound 110 from Highland Park. So, oh, my mistake. So if you're looking at the lanes here, the right two are concrete, and the number one is asphalt. I don't know why my brain put it the other direction, but yeah, he's doing 80 on surface streets right now. So, yep, Randy's exactly right. If he's involved in a crash, then it's gonna be very, very bad. Okay, I copy. He's North Fig at 8th. I'm coming southbound right now. I'll jump off here, and if I happen to catch him on Fig, that's fine. But I'm over here. All right, let's see if we can catch him. He's northbound Fig from. Oh, he's going down 7th now. Okay. Hey, he's gonna try to go into that Target parking lot, 41. He's gonna go for that Target parking lot. They always try to disappear over there.
Left turn, so we're westbound on Wilshire, crossing over the 110 freeway. Target structure. Westbound Wilshire, crossing 110 freeway.
Yeah, he's doing circles over there, like 110 and 8th. Southbound Beaudry, but he's circling that area, so I'm assuming that's what he's going for. Yeah, there's a parking structure that a lot of pursuit suspects dive into. All right, so let's get off at Beaudry over here because he seems to be kind of staying in this area.
6th Street, Wilshire, all that closed.
Copy. I see I see CHP over here at the ramp. Okay, copy that. But yeah, he's then I'll have to go south. But I see the airship between the buildings. Holy cow. He's coming over here. I'm shocked. Look at the airship in the buildings. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, he's like in the building, so the suspect's passing us on Fig right here. Oh, he might come. He's just coming northbound.
On Fig at 3rd, so we're going to be now eastbound on 3rd.
Okay.
Eastbound on 3rd from Fig.
All right. I want to go. He's trying to lose him in the buildings, it looks like. I don't think he's going for the parking structure.
Right turn, southbound on Flower. Right turn, southbound on Flower.
Yeah, 499. He's just doing circles in the area over here.
Street, Union Station, in the sitting area.
80 miles an hour downtown. I guarantee he's running reds. And no one around us has a clue that this is going on. So that's really, really, really dangerous. This guy's blowing reds. He's doing 80 miles an hour on city streets, just right through the reds. So not even slowing down, which is like. Oh, he's going to be right in front of us. 40 down to 40. Yep. He's right in front of us through Flower. We can't see because there's a corner here, but you can see the airship. Look up there. You'll see him come out through the building here. And right there you go. He's going southbound Flower. This is Flower, and there's no. And he's committed southbound Flower.
VO and C card. No passing. Try again.
Copy that, brother. Copy that. And yeah, he's coming up to the 10. Oh, just TC'd? No, almost TC'd. I think is this Nathan right here? This might be him. Hello. How close?
How many miles have I seen this guy and like?
I know. No, you'll get him. I'll go to the north, and then you fall him to the south.
And he's going to continue south.
All right, there goes
Southbound Flowers Road.
there goes Nathan,
Southbound Flowers for Adam.
and there goes CHP. Jeez. So they're not technically pursuing this guy. He's southbound and going back and forth in this area. So again, I think he's just trying to lose the.
Right turn on Jefferson, so westbound on Jefferson.
He might come back up Fig here. Let's go over to Fig and see if we can get him here. Oh, we got a physical rescue.
Negative. No footbill. No footbill. You're talking instant footbills.
Okay, we have a physical rescue right now, so we're gonna break off of that, and we're gonna go for the physical rescue. South Compton. All right, I copy 41's on it, and 331. I copy that you're ready for him, and I'm getting a size up on my physical rescue here, Compton and Centric. All patients self-extricated. So, okay, 455 is going to be canceling off of the physical rescue, Century and Compton. All victims out. I'll be back clear from Manchester and the 110. All right, so just like that, we went from, well, we had the pursuit, we had a physical rescue, all self-extricated, not a physical rescue. We're canceling on that, and now our suspect is heading eastbound on the 10 toward Randy, and Nathan is staying with it, so he will be behind that pursuit, and we are going to be and we're going to be clear at this point out of the pursuit right now. So we're clear. We'll see if we do have a termination to that pursuit with Nathan or Randy or one of the guys, whatever ends up happening with that. Let's roll the tape if they got it. I think I said it earlier, Alex. Let's do it. I don't know if you maybe just showed where we were at that point, and then if we have the termination point, if you could roll that part of the clip, and let's see it. If we have it, I don't even know if we have it. So. Hopefully the guys end up with a termination on the pursuit. As of right now, I don't know how that ends. So you guys know how that ends before I do. If you didn't see footage right now, then they didn't get anything. If you did, then you guys know the story, and we'll hear it actually here in a minute. So we'll come up and discuss that. Whoa, shit! Holy crap! Guy ran right through the red. Almost took our door out here. That was great. On this episode of Code 20, we get plowed into by some idiot. Wonderful.
Flight 429 on the radio for the 29 traffic intersection of 3rd Normandy.
Do we know what the want is for this guy?
I can ask really quick.
Units block the driveway into the Taco Sky line or to block the traffic east of Broadway.
Excuse me, can you come this way?
Randy wants it. Hey, 481, sorry to butt in on the pursuit. What's the want on that suspect? We were just talking about it. Damn, that guy was like through the red. I was like, uh-oh, not good.
Expired registration.
Expired registration.
20 years, white shirt, black fitted sweater.
That's what they're chasing the city for. Expired registration. So clearly, there's something more than expired registration. You're not running from CHP at 120 miles an hour in the avenues for expired registration. That's nuts. So
Roger, we'll take back tech 12.
clearly, there's more to it. But either way, we are done with that. We got our frequencies. We got our frequency locks set.
100 miles an hour. No trailer.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour. We're gonna temp lock those divisions that are handling that, and then we're gonna refocus on whatever else is going on. So we are clear.